Did you know that there is nothing as bad as keeping your interview panel waiting because you are late? If you're watching this for the very first time, this is the HR desk and I am Damlola Afolayan. What are the things you should do during an interview? Punctuality. You should not be late to an interview. Do yourself a very huge favor by getting to the interview venue ahead of time. Let's say like 30 minutes before the interview time, you should get there. This helps you to locate the venue and you need to settle down, or probably you have to pass through some security checks before you get into the interviewing room. So punctuality is very vital when you have an interview. Now this brings us to the things you need to do during an interview. Number one is courtesy. Just like dressing is important when attending an interview, so is mannerism. Your first impression matters a lot. Even if you're older than the panelist or the interviewer, you put yourself in a good light by being courteous. For me, I turn on all of my charms and adornment during an interview. I don't sit until I am asked to sit. And all of my please, thank you, may I, everything goes through the roof. Number two is truthfulness. Being caught in a lie can actually cause you a huge damage during an interview. It is not bad or it is not a crime to say I do not know during an interview, because it takes a whole lot of courage to acknowledge the fact that you did not have an answer to a question. This makes the panelists give you a level of respect. If you do not have an answer to a question or you do not know a question, simply say I do not know, and you can as well just add at the end of it that but I will find out. Also ensuring that everything on your resume is a truth. There is no lie in your resume. I have read about a guy who added in his resume that his hobby is playing chess, and one of the interviewers had to ask him that, okay, how do you castle during chess? And he started saying all sort of rubbish. So this gave an impression that if you could lie on your CV, then you can actually lie during this interview and during the job, and this disqualified the person. So truthfulness is key. Open-mindedness. This is a great virtue that most employers look out for when employing a new staff. Since you will be working with a team and relating with other teams, show interest for learning. If you're living around Egbeda, Alimosho or its environs and you are in need of a job, Breed Properties Nigeria Limited has recently opened a new branch at Egbeda. The available positions to apply for now are Sales Executive and Unit Officer. Send your resume to the email address displayed on your screen. Lastly, know your onions. The interview panelists always get excited when they know that the person they are interviewing understands the subject matter. In fact, the interview can then turn into an informal gist when they start asking you questions about the current problems they are facing. And this can also help reduce the tension in the room because you're already free and open. You understand your onions and you know the subject matter. This also boosts your confidence. So have this few nuggets at the back of your mind during an interview.